So you want to buy a Wii, but you don't know where to buy one.
I don't know where to buy one.
Well, when you're looking to buy a Wii, you're probably going to buy it from one of these three places. First one's probably going to be looking at Facebook Marketplace, a local thrift store, or just going online and buying it on a place like eBay.
Okay, well, let's say I go to Facebook Marketplace first to see.
Yeah, so you type in Facebook Marketplace, you're going to look for Wiis, you're going to see a whole bunch of them, and the prices are going to be all over the place. So probably the pros of going on Facebook Marketplace is you're going to get a good bundle out of it. You're going to maybe spend a few extra dollars, but you're probably going to get 5-6 games with it. I would say the biggest negative of Facebook Marketplace in my experience, if you try to buy a console off someone and you kind of want to see it working, knowing that it is a working product. Yeah, they're not going to really be like, oh, sure, I'm going to have the sensor bar and everything set up for you to see it in the house.
Yeah, it's going to be like in a bag or something, like ready to sell it because they're looking to sell this item.
Exactly, and that kind of brings to the point of like the biggest issue with any Wii is the disk drive going.
Oh, yeah.
And that's
a
pretty tough thing to test without having it plugged in and on a TV, right? So yeah, that's going to be your kind of pros and cons of going on Facebook.
Right, so door number 2 is a thrift store. So that's where I would go anyway if I didn't have any luck on Facebook.
Yeah, and thrift stores, I mean, the beauty of thrift stores is, you know, if you've got 3 thrift stores in your city, chances are all 3 of them have Wiis. At least 2 of them. I would say the same kind of negative, you're not going to really be able to test whether the disk drive works. And the one other negative of that is you may not actually get it with all the cords and the controllers.
Ooh.
So you might save a few dollars.
They get donated or something like that if you're finding them there, right?
That's right, and sometimes they get donated because a cat ate the cords or whatever the case is, right?
Or whatever, right? So incomplete Wiis, if you're not really knowing what you're looking for as far as, you know, connections, maybe eBay is the right way to go?
Yeah, so if you're willing to put in the work to make an account on eBay and go and buy one, the negative of that is I can't go and drive in my car and go pick it up right now. But if it is a top seller, you look at it, they look like they do some sales. The one thing that on eBay that nobody really knows or talks about is that eBay has a 100% guarantee. So if you buy it off of eBay and it comes to the door and they didn't test it, the disk drive doesn't work, or maybe it's missing panels on it and you didn't expect that, you can open a case and eBay will 100% side with you and give you all your money back. They might make you ship it back, but they guarantee it and they guarantee your happiness.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I don't really do too much business on eBay, but I had no idea. And that means that most people probably don't know that.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. But so with that being a huge pro, the con of that is you're going to get exactly what you expect. Chances are they're not going to be throwing in extra games. It's not going to be a bundle. Like if you buy a console only, it will be a console only.
It's going to be as advertised, right?
That's exactly it.
It's not going to have any extra stuff. Well, you might have a game in the disc tray or something.
Well, and you know what? That actually can happen, and I should have said that with the thrift stores, because part of the fun of buying a Wii at a thrift store is you plug it in, and there's like at least a 50% chance that Wii Sports is going to be inside. And if you've ever played Wii Sports or you haven't, it's definitely a game you're going to want to look into.
And like that's the good chance of having that in there. Well, and that kind of makes me think that people want to know about games then, right? Like I want to know what games I should have for my Wii.
Yeah. That's probably something we should talk about.
I bet there's a video on that.
Well, I think there's about to be one that's going to pop up on the screen now.
Right there.